Mutated jaws, frightening features, and appearances that defy explanations. Are these anomalies? Or should we call them the terrors of the sea?
There's a great giant gecko in the water.
Because what you're about to see is going to give you chills. So stay tuned. Scary hand. A group of friends went fishing in a river that everyone avoided at night, believing something lived there that might get disturbed. These friends didn't believe the stories and decided to go anyway, enjoying the night. Everything seemed fine until one friend had his hand in the water. Suddenly, a scary creature's hand reached out and tried to grab him. Luckily, he pulled away in time. The creature's hand looked so powerful and terrifying that if it had caught him, it could have pulled him underwater instantly. Terrified, the friends quickly left, probably having learned their lesson about the river's mysterious dangers. Mysterious beings. A greedy fisherman went out to the river late at night, hoping to catch as many fish as possible, even though it was forbidden. He managed to catch plenty, but as he was heading back, he noticed some fish swimming near his boat. Thinking he could feed them, he threw a fish their way. That's when things took a terrifying turn. The fish's eyes started glowing, and their creepy smiles made him realize they were something else. He was filled with fear and quickly left before anything else could happen. Hopefully, he learned his lesson. Unexpected catch. This man in Indonesia went into the river to cool off because it was too hot. Little did he know that he was about to discover something he could never have imagined. As he waded into the water, he first thought he saw a wooden lodge, but when he fully pulled it out of the water, he realized it looked like the remains of some strange creature. He had no idea what it was, so he left it there. I believe he should have observed it more carefully, though. Lightning eel. This man went fishing with his friends in Hawaii. They were excited for the day ahead, but the first catch they pulled up left them speechless. It was a strange eel, glowing with blue light and emitting a current that they couldn't explain. The sight of it stunned them, and none of them dared to touch it. It didn't look like any eel they had seen before. It seemed like something rare, possibly even from deep within the ocean. Realizing how unusual and mysterious it was, they made the decision to release it back into the water, believing that it was the right thing to do. It was an experience they'd never forget. Unidentified catch.
Ma, you see this?
No.
Fishermen often catch things they can't explain, and one such unusual catch left a group of fishermen puzzled. They were expecting a big fish, but what they pulled out was something entirely different. It was a small creature with a strange mouth and unusual legs, unlike anything they had seen before. They observed it for a while, trying to understand what it could be, but it didn't make sense. Eventually, they decided to release it back into the water, leaving its true nature a mystery.
Holy shit! What the hell is that?
What is happening?
Strange being.
There's this great giant gecko in the water. Look at that.
A tourist in Scotland went to explore a beautiful stream. While enjoying the view, he noticed something strange in the water. A strange being was there, and it looked like it was eating something. The tourist had no idea what it could be, so he recorded a video and shared it online, where people shared different opinions. Some believed it was a baby Loch Ness monster, while others thought it might be a strange type of lizard. The mystery of what the creature truly was remains unsolved, leaving everyone curious about what was spotted in the stream.
Oh, let's open his mouth.
History in water. A man was exploring the woods when he lost his way and ended up near a river. As he stood there, he noticed something unusual. Curiosity led him closer to the water, where he spotted a dark creature's head. The moment the creature noticed the man approaching, it quickly vanished into the water. If the creature had stayed a little longer, he might have figured out what it was. But whatever it was, one thing was clear: it was far from normal.
Alive!
Jesus Christ! I wish you God!
Mistakenly caught. A group of fishermen were pulling their nets when they accidentally caught a giant whale shark. It was angry, struggling hard to free itself from the boat. Despite not wanting to catch it, the fishermen had no choice but to try and handle the situation. After a long struggle, the whale shark finally relaxed. The fishermen, exhausted but relieved, carefully put it back into the water, watching as it swam away. The experience left them amazed, realizing how powerful and determined it was. Mysterious creature. Some encounters aren't meant to be explained, they're just witnessed. This is what happened to a young boy when he went to pick up his soccer ball near a swamp. Suddenly, a strange creature emerged, looking like a baby Loch Ness monster. It didn't fully come out of the water, so there was no certainty about what it was. The boy was shocked, but kept observing it. Then, the creature went back into the water and was never seen again. Maybe some mysteries are simply meant to remain unexplained. Scary chase. A fisherman returning late at night suddenly felt something was near his boat. At first, he thought it might be a seal, but as he looked closer, he realized it was something entirely different. A strange, dark figure with glowing eyes was following his boat. Terrified, he increased the boat's speed to get away, but the creature stayed dangerously close. It followed him for a long time, keeping pace no matter how fast he went. Just when he thought it wouldn't stop, the creature finally turned back and disappeared into the sea depths. Shaken by the encounter, the fisherman couldn't help but wonder what it was. The sea, it seems, hides mysteries beyond our understanding. Human face fish.
这个鱼已经成精了。
A local man was walking by a river in a small town in Mexico late one evening when he noticed something strange. A fish was swimming closer to the riverbank, but it didn't look like any fish he had ever seen before. As he got closer, he was shocked to see that it had a human-like face. He quickly turned around, running away from the river, terrified that this strange creature might be some sort of cursed being. He feared that if he stayed there, he might suffer the same fate and be turned into a fish.
这个鱼已经成精了。
Mysterious encounter. A group of tourists in Canada were exploring a lake when they suddenly noticed something unusual. From the water, a strange stick-like thing emerged, moving in and out of the lake. It was hard to understand what it was. Was it a body part of some creature? If so, why wasn't the rest of it showing? Maybe it had a long nose or horns, but no one could be sure. The sight left them confused, wondering about the mystery beneath the water's surface. What could it have been? It remains an unanswered question, adding to the many secrets of the deep. Brave friends. In a small town in Indonesia, locals were disturbed by a strange, dark creature spotted in the river. It caused fear among the people, so a group of friends decided to investigate. They secretly hid behind trees, waiting for the creature to appear. After a while, it emerged from the water, moving strangely. The group quickly jumped into action, trying to capture it. The creature, dark and hairy, fought back, leading to a long struggle. After some time, the friends managed to grab hold of it. The strange being was no longer a threat, and the friends could take a deep breath, knowing they solved the mystery. Unidentified being. A local in Portugal was passing by a river when he noticed something unusual. At first, he thought it was a strange fish coming out of the water and moving toward the land. But when he looked closer, he was shocked because it was unlike anything he had seen before. Unsure of what it was, he recorded a video and shared it online. People had mixed opinions. Some believed it was a strange bird without legs, while others thought it was a fish that looked like paper. However, no one could say for sure what it really was. The mysterious creature left everyone puzzled and curious about its true identity. Lucky escaped. This group of experts were exploring the sea on their boat, but they soon realized it was too late and they should head back. Just as they were thinking this, one of them noticed something rising behind him. As he looked back, a strange, scary hand from a creepy creature reached out, trying to grab him. He barely escaped but caught a glimpse of the creature, which looked like something from another world. Terrified, they quickly left, realizing that the sea isn't just home to marine life. Some creatures beyond imagination also live there. Faceless fish. In a small village in Vietnam, a local was walking by the river when he saw something strange in the water. As he got closer, he realized it was a headless fish, swimming casually as if nothing was wrong. He was shocked and couldn't believe his eyes. The fish swam around for a while, completely calm, before it suddenly disappeared into the water, vanishing without a trace. The man stood there completely puzzled, wondering what he had just witnessed. It left him with more questions than answers about the mysterious creature he had seen in the river. Loch Ness Mystery. A group of fishermen in Indonesia spotted something strange in the river. At first, they thought it might be a big fish, so they went closer to catch it. But when they got near, they were shocked. It didn't look like a fish at all. It seemed more like a Loch Ness monster. The creature stayed there for a while, moving slowly through the water. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, it disappeared. The fishermen were left in shock, puzzled by what they had just witnessed. The mystery of what they saw in the river remains unsolved. Strange being. An expert was observing the river flow when he suddenly noticed something strange approaching. At first, he thought it might be a horse, but as it got closer, he realized it was something completely unusual. The creature was unlike anything he had seen before. It quickly dove into the water before he could get a proper look. The expert tried to make sense of what he had witnessed, but it remained a mystery. A lean fish. A man was fishing alone on his boat when he suddenly felt something swimming nearby. Thinking it might be a fish, he looked closely and was shocked to see something completely unusual. It was a fish with huge teeth and big, dark eyes, unlike anything he had ever seen before. It seemed almost alien, as if it didn't belong in the river. The man couldn't believe his eyes, unsure of what he had just witnessed. Before he could properly observe it, the strange fish swam away into the depths of the water. The encounter left him confused and wondering what kind of creature he had just come across, leaving behind a sense of mystery. Demon.